We have some beans. These are fresh beans. I made some coconut beans recently. So someone asked for a recipe, so that's what I'm filming. So I have my fresh beans, which I washed yesterday and put in the fridge. And I already have the water on the burner, so I'm just going to add them in the water and bring them to a boil. You can do this on the sigiri or the pressure cooker or the gas cooker. It's up to you. Another person will be like, why don't you correct the thing and just pour in? Why do you keep on putting one? Muna ebwe njagala. So my beans have been cooking for close to 1 hour now. Yep. So I'm going to add a little bit of chisula or rock salt, a little bit. Since it's solid, I will stir, and I'm not going to cover again. This is going to help tenderize the beans the more. And once it has as if melted, it's going to bring these. What are these called? The bubbles. Yeah, they look like lather, and then I'll add in salt. The beans are ready, and this is what we are working with. The water has reduced. There's still some of this water here, and this is what is going to give us the gas, so I don't want it. I'm going to remove it, and then we are going to work with the beans. Plus, we're making coconut beans, so we don't need the stock. I'm going to be using coconut cream, and the fact that I'm not going to be using that stock, I need it a bit thick. And then to have consistency, I'm going to be using this coconut oil. In case you're there and wondering, what do you use on your skin? Give us the skin routine. It's the same thing I use for cooking when I want to, but it's very good for the skin. Even my baby girl, if you've seen her, all my kids, this coconut, extra virgin coconut oil. If you haven't watched any of my older videos, I want to tell you that you're missing out so much, especially if you're a home cook. So do yourself a favor and subscribe and turn your notification bell on so that you don't have to miss on any of the new uploads, any upcoming plots. Guys, we are headed for 100,000 subscribers, and I cannot wait. I think I should throw a party. What do you think? If you think yes, let me know in the comment section and I will extend you an invite. Again, I would have scored them and cooked and then peel off easily, but I can always give this skin to my duck. If you don't have a duck, of course, you can air fry these, and when they are too dry, or rather oven dry, if you have a dehydrator, the better. And then you blend or grind, and then you have tomato powder. Let me tell you, 5 years ago, when I started YouTube, I don't know if you guys have been following me. Who of you has been following me since 2020 when I first started? I remember I was so terrified of speaking in my videos. We would have to edit and put words, and then sometimes there are typos, but like you see them when you've already uploaded. And then you have to delete the video because you want it to be so perfect, and nothing was ever perfect about that. I love growth. I love time. You know, when they tell you give time some time, it's really worth it. Yeah. Now I can stand here, blubber, come with I looked for my comb. I couldn't find my comb. Yeah. And I've just retouched my hair with my hands and a little bit of water. And I'm standing in camera and shooting. If there's a new content creator watching this, it gets better. You reach a time and nothing else matters. You create content that you love. You create for you, not to please others, but then authentically to just maybe help them if they are trying to do something that you're already doing. Like moms, wives, people who just literally love cooking at home. This is a safe space. Start where you are. Just make sure you keep on growing and learning and teaching yourself And the moment you be confident in yourself and start showing up authentically as you are, my friend, that is so freeing, and I cannot even explain it to you. But I really hope we all experience it. And mine has come 5 years later. Oh, by the way, you know, when you put in, I think, the spoon and then do like that, if I even cut my spoon, there's a trick I saw recently. So as you can see, the cream is usually a bit thicker. I don't have a particular brand that I stand for, but I've used a few products from this particular one and it's good. We want to melt some coconut oil and a little bit of ghee, not so much. Then I'm going to add in the garlic. The coconut and the ghee blend together kind of. Then the onions before the garlic burns. Whenever you're cooking and you see smoke, it means whatever you're cooking is burning. So reduce the heat. It means the temperature is slightly too high to be contained. You'll be like, oh my god, this one is burning, this one, reduce the heat. When I'm still nice. There's some coconut that has stayed on the spoon. Once the onions are sweaty, we are going to add in our tomato. One has fallen off, so we get it back in. Now I put back the heat high. Why does this duck look at me like this? Sprinkle some salt, some black pepper, and then cover and let the tomatoes become juicy. The tomatoes have literally cooked down now. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cumin, literally a pinch of turmeric, and some smoked paprika. Then onto our beans. Like I've told you, I'm going to separate the liquid from the beans. I want to leave some beans for katogo. So those are the ones we are going to be cooking today. So I'm going to mash a little bit, some of them, so they are not just whole. Please do not use this method on your non-stick pans. Get a wooden spoon and do that. Otherwise, you're going to damage your spoons for your pans for no reason. If you like your beans whole, this is optional. The only beans I love whole are my black beans. I don't like mashed black beans. It kind of makes them lose the color and they are not uniform. I don't like it. So once they're at this stage, I'm going to add the cream and then let them cook together. this one with some rice or chapati. Heaven sent. I'm passing in some water to loosen up the consistency so that it can simmer a bit. In high school, I studied in Uganda, and we used to have beans and posho every day. Posho is maize flour. So we would have maize meal, not even corn, like hard corn, maize meal for cattle. So we used to have that and beans. And this is how our beans would look like, literally. This. They would get a spoon and serve you like 7 beans on top of the posho and that water. Brav. These were dry beans that even had bean weevils in them. How expensive was the coconut milk? If this is what you people are still doing in schools, we don't like them. Be creative a little bit. You know, we've been traumatized by food that sometimes someone says posho and beans and they're like, who? When you guys are selecting a new government, I need to pass unopposed as the Minister of Foods and Nutrition in this country. Because imagine these beans. I'm even having a headache. Yeah. Let me get some salt and add. Mix again. Reduce the heat. Let this cook on low heat uncovered. I don't like the small bubbles coconut makes when you cover it, so I'll let it simmer for about 8 minutes tops, and this will be ready to serve. It goes literally with everything, but posho, baby, posho and chapati, that's where it's at. Let me chop some coriander to garnish. You know, like a sound that was just surprise. Someone may have thought this was chicken. Surprise. They are beans. Ebijanjalo ebiringa ennyama byebyo baddiyale, made from scratch. Do let me know when you try out these beans because they are a banger. These ones are marry me beans. If I was still single and meeting my husband for the first time and I was going to say if I was broke, but how would I have afforded coconut cream? But if I was going to place him and he didn't have any dietary restrictions or didn't want meat, this. Clock it.